Have you ever found yourself facing that classic language learning problem? You really want to speak English better, more fluently, but you feel kind of stuck because you don't have anyone to practice with.
Yeah, it's super common.
Right. Maybe your friends just don't speak English, or, the idea of joining a group feels, well, a bit daunting.
Intimidating, yeah.
Or maybe you just plain don't know where to start, how to make any progress when you're on your own.
Mm-hmm. It can definitely feel like you're stranded, language-wise.
Totally. But here's the good news. The breakthrough that we found digging into this. You absolutely can improve your English speaking, even when it's just you.
Yeah, that's a big misconception, isn't it? That you need a partner all the time.
It really is.
Actually, what's really interesting from our deep dive here is how many really fluent speakers say, a big chunk of their progress came from these solo practice techniques, consistently doing them. So, yeah, this deep dive is all about unpacking those practical ways, methods backed by research that let you practice speaking by yourself. And crucially, how they help build real confidence and get you sounding more natural.
Okay, let's get into this then, because it's not just what you do, right? It's the thinking behind it, the why for each method.
I like that.
So the first one, and this might feel a little odd maybe at first, is just talking to yourself in English out loud.
Right. It might sound a bit strange, maybe conjure up images of, talking to the walls.
Oh, yeah.
But this is actually incredibly effective. It actively trains your brain to produce speech spontaneously.
Without the pressure.
Exactly. Without worrying about being judged, you basically lower the mental load. Your brain gets freed up to just experiment, play around with words, with sentence structures. Linguists call it production fluency. You build that without all the self-consciousness getting in the way.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It's like building up muscle memory, but for talking. And you don't have to be perfect, right? You could just start by saying what you're doing. Like, okay, I'm making coffee now, or just close the window. Simple stuff.
Or even just saying what you see or feel.
Yeah. The sunshine feels really nice today. Or maybe, I'm feeling a bit stressed about this meeting.
Right.
It seems like a really good way to make those words and phrases just feel more natural, like they belong to you.
And if you think about it, what you're doing is taking your internal thoughts, your inner voice, and making it external. You're speaking it out.
Ah, okay.
And that step is critical. It bridges the gap between just understanding English, passively, and actually using it, actively producing the language. It's vital for making that switch.
Okay, so taking that idea, turning thoughts into actual spoken words, the next technique sort of builds on that. It takes it a step further. Narrating your day. So this isn't just random comments to yourself. It's more like telling a story about what's happening as it happens, almost like you're the voiceover artist for your own life documentary.
Yeah, I like that analogy. And this brings up a really important benefit. When you narrate your day, you naturally have to use different verb tenses.
Right. Because time is involved.
Exactly. Yeah. It improves what we call temporal coherence, making sense in time. So you might be describing the present, like, okay, it's Wednesday morning, I'm just planning out my tasks for the day. Then you might shift to the past. Yesterday, I finally finished that big report. Man, that felt good.
Yeah.
And then maybe you look ahead. Later this afternoon, I think I'll need to pop out and run some errands.
I see.
So it's this organic way to practice weaving different grammar structures together in real time as you're speaking.
That's really smart. It's not just memorizing verb tables. It's using them naturally to connect things that happened, are happening, will happen. Very conversational.
Precisely.
Okay, now for something that seems maybe deceptively simple, but apparently quite effective. Just reading out loud.
Yes. Its power is really in the physical act.
Yeah.
It directly trains the muscles you use for speaking your tongue, your lips, your jaw to make English sounds.
Right, the physical mechanics.
And it helps with rhythm and intonation, too. When you take, say, a short article or maybe lines from a TV show you like, or even just a paragraph from a book, and you read out loud, slowly, clearly. You're working on your pronunciation, yes, but also that natural flow, the prosody.
Yeah.
The music of the language, really.
The rhythm, the stress, the up and down of the voice.
Exactly.
I found this one tip particularly interesting related to reading aloud. It suggested reading the same sentence twice.
Oh, how so?
Well, the first time, you just focus on getting the words right, the mechanics, like you said.
Okay.
But the second time, you try to actually put feeling into it, emotion.
I see where this is going.
Yeah. So imagine reading, like, the door creaked open, revealing an empty room. First time, maybe flat.
Just the words.
Right. But the second time, read it like you're surprised or maybe a little scared. Try to make the words carry that feeling.
That's a great addition.
It feels like it moves beyond just making sounds correctly. It's about trying to, like, live in the language emotionally.
Yeah.
That seems key for sounding authentic.
It absolutely is, because that simple act, adding feeling, it's not just mechanics anymore. It builds that emotional connection, that resonance, and that's so crucial if you want to sound genuinely natural and, expressive when you speak English.
Totally. Okay, so you've talked about talking to yourself, narrating, reading written text. Let's shift to something maybe a bit more dynamic. Shadowing.
Ah, shadowing. Sounds mysterious, doesn't it?
It does, like spycraft.
Yeah.
But it's pure language learning gold, apparently.
It really is.
Yeah.
So shadowing basically means you listen to someone speaking English,
Yeah.
and then you try to repeat what they're saying at the same time as them, like an echo.
Okay, so not listen, then repeat, but repeat while listening.
Exactly. Simultaneously. It's phenomenal for training two things at once. Your ear, your auditory discrimination, and your vocal production.
How do you actually do it?
Well, you pick a short audio clip. Could be anything, really, a bit of news, a podcast segment, maybe a line or two from a movie.
Right.
You play a sentence, maybe pause, then play it again, and try your best to speak along with it. You're aiming to match their tone, their rhythm, their speed, as close as you can get.
So perfection isn't the goal.
Not at all. It's about the synchronization, the attempt to match, doing this over and over, that real-time imitation. It really drills in the natural flow and rhythm of spoken English, boosts fluency.
It sounds like vocal gymnastics for English, really working those specific muscles and rhythms.
That's a good way to put it.
Okay, and then the last one. This is the one that maybe makes some people cringe a little bit.
Recording yourself.
Yeah. Hearing your own voice recorded back.
I get it. That initial reaction can be, well, jarring. It's often uncomfortable at first.
Definitely.
However, the sources we looked at really hammer this home. It is one of the most powerful tools for self-correction you have.
So how does it work best?
You just record yourself speaking about anything, talk about your day, explain something you're interested in, read something aloud again. Then, and this is key, you listen back.
Okay, what am I listening for? Just mistakes?
Mistakes, yes, but go beyond that. Ask specific questions. Was my pronunciation clear? Could someone understand every word? Did my intonation sound natural? Did it help convey my meaning? Or did it sound flat or confusing? How was my pacing too fast, too slow?
Right.
Did I use a good range of words? Or did I keep repeating the same simple ones if something sounds, off to you?
You can pinpoint it.
Exactly. You can identify it right away and then try practicing that specific thing again. Maybe record just that part again.
And it doesn't have to be long recordings.
No, not at all. Even just a minute or two a day can make a huge difference over time. You get instant feedback, it's unfiltered, and you learn from it directly. Plus, it helps you get more comfortable just hearing your own voice speaking English. Builds self-awareness.
And I guess some apps could help here, too, like ones that analyze pronunciation.
For sure. Our sources mentioned that things like pronunciation apps can be useful complements. They can give you some targeted feedback. But they also stressed that these are tools to enhance these core practices, not replace them. The active work, talking, narrating, reading, shadowing, recording, that's fundamental.
Got it. Okay, so let's quickly recap those 5 main solo methods we've unpacked. First, that kind of mental workout of just talking to yourself out loud.
The metacognitive boost.
Second, the storytelling practice of narrating your day, describing what's going on.
Building that structure.
Third, honing your pronunciation and delivery by reading out loud, especially trying to add some feeling.
Right, the articulatory precision plus emotion.
Fourth, catching the rhythm and music of English by shadowing short audio clips.
Intonation and flow mastery.
And fifth, that really valuable self-check by recording your voice and then listening back critically for specific improvements.
The self-assessment piece.
Yeah.
And looking at the bigger picture here, zooming out, the single most important thing really is consistency.
Just doing it regularly.
Yeah. Putting in, just say, 10 or 15 minutes a day, focusing on maybe 1 or 2 of these methods, that can lead to huge growth in your speaking skills over time, exponentially even.
So you really don't need that practice partner to get started.
You genuinely don't to begin this journey. All you need is your own voice, your mind, and carving out a little bit of dedicated time each day. And the beauty is these methods build your skills naturally. They reduce that mental pressure we talked about, and they build real earned confidence.
Okay, great summary. And maybe here's a final thought for you, the listener, to sort of chew on.
Mm-hmm.
Every single word you speak using these techniques, even when you're completely alone, is a real, tangible step forward on your language journey. Think about it that way.
That's powerful.
It's not just practice in the abstract, it is concrete progress. So maybe ask yourself, how many of those powerful steps forward can you actually take each day using these simple solo methods?